On all you aspiring Halo pros, I'm here to make your journey to either being less annoyed or being more prepared a little bit less annoying. So I decided to do a video on grenade tips because there's a lot of people that just they don't seem to just, I don't know, this is what they'll do. They'll see somebody here, they'll shoot at them, and then they'll shoot at them, and then they'll throw a nade, and then that's it, that's the extent of their aim. That's what they do. With these frag grenades, there's a lot of things that we can do to use them to our benefit. Let's say that there's a guy right here, and I'm right here. And all of a sudden, I see him on radar, and he starts shooting at me. Boom, boom, boom. My shields are down. I could throw a nade right there, take cover right here. He'll have, not only will he have this nade to deal with, he'll also have no idea I'm hiding around this corner right here. So, corner nade used properly. Throw a nade right there. Cover. No, that one hit me. But you get the point. So, another thing that you can do that I like to do a lot with nades is bounce nades. For example, like if somebody was standing right here on this platform, you'd have a little bit of trouble getting a nade over there to them. Unless maybe you hit it off here, that'd be a good spot. But another thing, you can bounce it right off the ground there. Lands right perfectly in the middle. So that's a really good strategy to use. Now with plasma grenades, I've noticed that in Halo 5, the plasma grenades are, for me, a lot more difficult to stick than in previous Halo games. So I kind of use them as a last resort, a last ditch effort. You know what I mean? If somebody's shooting me, I know I'm gonna die. I gotta get the melee off. I'll just grenade and dash out of the way, hopefully evading the blast radius of the plasma and whatnot. Cool thing about splinter nades. Now let's say you have 2 splinter nades, okay? Now let's say you got a good amount of control here up in top security, and let's say you even have a teammate that has a splinter nade, okay? So you could have one splinter nade here, one splinter nade here, and it doesn't block off all of the entrances perfectly or anything along those lines, and it doesn't even stay up for very long. But for a short amount of time, you know that there is going to be nobody that's going to be coming through here or trying to come up through here or the other side. Another good thing to know about plasma grenades is the fact that when you throw a plasma grenade, okay, like you throw a regular grenade or a splinter grenade and it goes right about there. Throw a plasma grenade. Notice how it's a little bit less of a throw. I'm not sure why they did that, why plasma grenades don't go quite as far as normal frag grenades or even splinter nades. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, that's a thing. So now this is a little bit more of an advanced grenade tip. A lot of the times there's a guy over here, okay? Now you may shoot at him, whatever you think, but let's say you know you can hit this nade. You're naded. You're the god. You're the god of nades. Okay. So what you can do is you can jump up and you can stabilize right there. Okay. So this is important. You don't have to stabilize to do this, but it is a little bit helpful if you're trying to time it perfectly. So you could jump up, stabilize, and throw a nade. Oop, I pushed the wrong button. I'm sorry. You could jump up, stabilize, and throw a nade, or you can just jump up, throw a nade, and then thruster back. So, let me see if I can't do that for you. Okay, my grenade button is not working. Okay, hold on. There we go. Okay, sorry, it was stuck. I apologize. So it even has kind of a cool little animation. Now let's say you want to get it more towards the center of the platform. You see, now that's just super effective way to throw nades and get nades away so that they're towards the enemies and not gonna do any damage to you or anything like that. This is just such an effective method. I use literally every game that I play. You know, and it's just something that I really hope, like, okay, for example, let's say you know somebody's right down here, you know somebody's right here or something, or somewhere in this area. All you gotta do to stay covered, because there's gonna be a bunch of guys out here and out and around. As soon as you turn this corner, you're gonna start getting shot. So let's run the scenario. This guy right down there. I come over here and just throw a little nade. Shoot a little bit, throw a nade. You know what I mean? Boom, dead. Okay, it's a perfect place to throw a nade. And I have used nades for many different things, just lucky things, unlucky things. What I like to do when I have an excess amount of plasma grenades is I like to find some place that doesn't have very many doors. I love to stay inside and fight in an indoor area. Therefore, I can't be, you know, there can't be a bunch of people coming up behind me and trying to shoot me cross map. So it's always good. It's always good to, when you're staying in a small room like that, to, let's say, I don't know, there's not very many small rooms in here, but let's just pretend that this is a small room with this little door right here, okay? And then there's, you know, these stairs and whatever. So when I see somebody over here, if I have an excess amount of grenades, yeah, I'll probably chuck one towards that area. Or if I know somebody's over here, I might throw one over there, just, you know, to bait it. But this is the interesting thing. Now, you need to be able to look in multiple directions when you play Halo 5. Now, you may have asked yourself, well, how can I look in multiple directions? I can only see in one direction. My sight only goes this way. Well, I'm here to tell you that I have a solution to your problem. Now, let's say you're pretty sure there's somebody behind you, but somebody just shot you from right here. Like, you're standing this way. You're pretty sure there's somebody behind you. You're pretty sure there's somebody standing right here or in this general vicinity somewhere, but you can't see them when you turn around. But there's somebody shooting you from right here. So, if you're pretty sure there's someone here, throw a nade there. Now, when that grenade explodes, if these little hit markers that come up right where your sights are, if those hit markers show up, then you know there's somebody behind you. While you deal with the guy over here that's trying to fight, you can always use these as little eyes in the back of your head to see if the enemy's trying to sneak up on you or what's going on. I think that's pretty much it. If you guys have any kind of questions about nade tips, or if you guys have anything in particular that you don't really like, there's one more thing I can mention real quick. If I can find some frag grenades, but I probably won't be able to. But basically, frag grenades, they all have a timer. So you can throw a grenade straight up in the air, and it won't explode till it hits the ground, and like a second after that, then it explodes. There are certain things that count as what will set the timer off for frag grenades. Pretty much everything that you can bounce a frag grenade off, it will start the timer. But I have noticed some cases where you bounce a frag grenade off something and it has to bounce a second time for it to blow up. But pretty much anything that's considered the floor. This is the floor, this is the floor, this is the floor, this is the floor. You know, pretty much anything. I mean, you can even bounce a grenade off here and it would blow up in there. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but there are just some things that grenades won't explode directly after coming in contact with. So, with that being said, guys, let's go save this burning building. I'm coming!
Suicide.
Oh. Well, that didn't work. See you guys next time.